Hello, welcome to Python Interview Hacks. In today's video, we are going to see an interview question that has been asked by Google. So let's see our problem statement. You have two integer arrays and a target value. Find a pair of two numbers from two arrays that gives the summation of target value, which means you have to find one number from list 1 and second number from list 2, and the two numbers must give the summation of target value. If we get that pair, then we will return true, otherwise return false. Understanding the concept. So here we have two lists, list A and list B. List A is 0, 0, minus 5, 30,212, and list B is minus 10, 40, minus 3 and 9, and our targeted sum is minus 8. So now to find a pair, we will loop through these two lists. So first we will start with the first element of the first list, that is 0, and then we will loop through this complete list. So first element is 0 of the first list, and first element of second list is minus 10. So 0 plus minus 10 gives the summation of minus 10, which is not equals to our target sum. So we will move forward, and our next element is going to be 40. So now 0 plus 40 equals to 40, which is not equals to our targeted sum. So we will move forward, and the next number in the second list is minus 3. So 0 plus minus 3 gives the summation of minus 3, which is again not equals to our targeted sum. So we will move to the next element, that is 9. So 0 plus 9 gives the summation of 9, again not equals to our targeted sum. So now we have completed looping through the second list. So now our cursor on this first list move to the second element, that is 0. So as the first element and second element of the first list are same, we will get the same output. So we will move forward to the third element. So the third element is minus 5. So now we will loop through this whole list again. So minus 5 plus minus 10 gives us the summation of minus 15, which is not equals to target sum. So we will move forward, and our next element in the second list is 40. So minus 5 plus 40 gives the summation of 35, which is again not equals to our targeted sum. So we will move to the next element, and that is minus 3. So now minus 5 plus minus 3 gives the summation of minus 8, which is equals to our targeted sum. So we will return the answer as true. So let's see how we can solve this using Python. So the previous method we saw, that is looping through each element of both the list, takes space and time. So we are going to try a new approach. So here I am taking a function sum of 2, and I am passing list 1, list 2 and a targeted value. So first is for I in range of length of L1, means we are going to loop through list 1, which will start from 0 to the end of the list. Now we are taking a variable val equals to target value minus L1 of I, means this variable is going to store all the values. So for example, targeted value is our minus 8, and n1 of I means first element when the for loop will iterate is going to be 0. So minus 8 minus 0 is going to be minus 8. So first minus 8 is stored. When the second time loop runs, again 0, again there is 0, so minus 8 minus 0 minus 8 is stored. Next time the for loop runs, the third element in our list is minus 5. So minus 8 minus 5 gives us minus 3. So minus 3 is stored. Same with 30,212. So minus 8 minus 30,212 gives us minus 30,220. So all these values are stored in our val. So now next we are going to loop through list 2. So for j in range of length of L2. Now we will get one by one element from our list L2. So now we are going to check whether the value which we have stored here are present in our list 2. So what values we had in our val, that are -8, -8, -3 and -30,220. So now we are going to check if any of these values are present in list 2. So here you can see -3 is present in our list 2. So we will return true. If it is not present, we will return false. So now we are solving this in the same method, but just I am using a list. So it is same, defining a function sum of two L1, L2 and targeted value. Now here I am creating a new list to store all the values. So for I in range of length of L1, again looping through the list 1, taking a variable different equals to target val minus L of L1 of I. Again we are doing the same thing. We are just going to store this variable, all the values in a new list. So whichever value we get here, again -8, -8, -3, -30,220. These are going to be saved in our new list. So new list dot append different. So now for j in range of length of L2, again looping through our second list, if L2 of j in new list. Now we are going to check if this all the elements, any element of L2 is present in our new list. If it is present, we will return true, otherwise we will return false. So we will run this solution. I will just print the new list so you can understand what we are getting. So we are using the same list 0, 0, -5, 30,212 and second list is -10, 40, -3, 9 and our targeted value is -8. So first time the loop runs, target val minus L1 of I, so -8, -0, -8. So first value is added to new list, that is -8. Second time loop runs, second value is added is -8. Third time loop runs, third value is -3 and the fourth time loop runs, fourth value is 30,220. So now we are checking if any of these values are present in list 2. So -3 is present, so we are returning 2. So that's how you can find out if the summation pair of summation exists in the given list of integers.